Everybody, welcome to All Around Music. I'm Grant.
And I'm Matt. Oh, man. Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah,
Episode 16.
we're back at it.
That's 8 more than 8.
You're good at math.
Only on Fridays when it matters the most.
Right? Hopefully the rain, or not the rain, but the thunder holds off for a little while, because it's been coming down out there.
Yeah, it has.
I got soaked at work.
I was just hanging out, and all of a sudden it was like, monsoon!
Yeah, I was working on a door. I had it open, and it just got, destroyed by water.
And then you had to redo the door.
No,
No?
I just got really wet. Yeah, I mean, it's a door.
Well, I know if it was like, hey, some people get cardboard doors, man.
Well, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're free.
I got wet. And then I
Did
went. Yeah. Then I went and picked up my little kitty because he's got a cat dick problem.
Probably got into some stuff he shouldn't have gotten into.
That's what he does. Kind of deserves it.
Well, I mean, its code name is Duchess.
That's true.
So, since this fail, everybody knows that. A lot of people know that band. They're going back on tour, but this tour they're going to perform the Still Searching album.
Is that their new one?
No, it's not their new one. It's an older one.
Oh, well, they had a new one. Well, because I went and saw them in the spring.
Yeah, sure.
And and they were doing they had played a couple new songs, so I thought maybe that's what.
Yeah, but they're touring with Counterparts, but they're headlining. But starting to see a trend with the bands that have been around for a while that they'll go back on tour and only play from that album, a certain album. Like August Burns Red is getting ready to do it with Messengers.
Yeah, a lot of bands are doing it. It's kind of weird,
but I'm all right with it because maybe you didn't get to see them perform those songs.
Yeah, that's what because we went and saw Since It's Failed. They did the Let It Enfold You album.
Mm-hmm.
And it was an awesome show.
Yeah.
So I actually didn't really like the new stuff that they were doing. I didn't really care for it as much.
They had an album called The Fire, which a lot of people hated, and I thought it was amazing. And because one of their guitarists quit, so it was just one of the originals, and he was doing all the guitar work. It was kind of reminiscent of their earlier stuff, so I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Really, it was really about Buddy overcoming, his alcohol addiction and everything. It's really good. I like it. I enjoy it.
Right on.
Yeah. Legendary Florida band Less Than Jake. They have signed to Pure Noise Records, joining the likes of State Champs and 4 Year Strong.
Okay.
I've never heard of the other two. I've heard of State Champs, never listened to them, but I never heard of 4 Year Strong. But I've seen Less Than Jake at Warped Tour a couple times, and they put on a good show.
Oh, really? I don't.
Yeah, more on the punkish side, but
yeah, I haven't heard of them in a while.
Yeah. So I guess that's exciting if you're a huge Less Than Jake fan or a fan of any of those other bands.
Yeah. Newfound Glory's working on a new album.
Stoked for that.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't listened to them in a while.
They're always good. That's the thing.
Yeah, they are.
Always good.
Yeah. Yellow Card announcing their final show ever.
Yeah, they only have... I looked up the dates, and there's like a few in California, some on the East Coast, and some like in Texas. I'm like, damn. I'm not driving that far to any of those.
I'm not a big Yellow Card fan. I liked them when I first listened to them, and then I just kind of never got into them again. So are they done being a band then, or? Probably. Sounds like it.
I just found this out today and I was stoked. Hope's Fall reunites for new album, label, vinyl release, and the album is to release in January 2017.
I don't think I've listened to them.
Oh, they were so good. So good. And so good, but short-lived. Like, they only put out 2 albums, and then they they called it quits. But both of those albums were solid, really good.
Huh. I'll have to check them out.
Yeah, I kind of jumped out of my chair a little bit. I saw it and I was like, what?
Nice.
Architects announced headlining tour with Stray from the Path and Make Them Suffer. We saw Make Them Suffer.
That's who we just saw, wasn't it? It was Make Them Suffer. They were good. They were the ones from Australia, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good show. That chick on the keyboard was just rocking out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Riff Raff says he would perform at Trump's inaugural ball for $50,000. I don't know why he thinks anybody would pay him $50,000 to do this, but good for him.
What if Trump's a huge Riff Raff fan and no one knows?
Maybe. I don't know.
I doubt it.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of music does Donald Trump listen to, you think?
That's a good question. I'm really curious as to what he listens to.
Cock rock.
You think cock rock?
I think he listens to cock rock.
Well, what band falls under cock rock or bands?
Nickelback, Five Finger Death Punch.
Oh,
I bet that's
fired him off quickly.
I bet that's what he listens to.
Nickelback and Five Finger Death Punch.
Yeah, he's in his gold bathroom, blasting Nickelback.
He's like, you see, this band. This band's gonna be huge.
They're huge.
Riff Raff. Come on, man.
Did I show you that video of Riff Raff doing the Hot Wings YouTube thing?
No.
There's this YouTube channel, and I think it's called Hot Ones. They do it's this guy that does so he gets celebrities on there, and he makes you eat the
you
hot
were telling
wings.
Me about this. Yeah,
they eat all these hot wings, and he interviews them while they do it. And Riff Raff didn't make it through all the hot wings. He was sweating. He couldn't stay in his ghetto character or whatever he's supposed to be. It was hilarious. He's falling apart.
Yeah, outside of his Riff Raff persona, he's probably a well-rounded gentleman.
Oh, probably. But isn't that the joke about Lil Jon? He's actually nothing like his character.
Yeah, apparently he's like super smart.
Yeah.
What?
He's smart making that much money.
Huh?
He made $1 million off of that saying.
Right. That would explain it.
Yeah. He's just something.
That's pure genius right
there. Baby Metal, which came up actually, going to come up again later, but they're releasing a live album. If you don't know who Baby Metal is.
You can't explain it. You just have to see it.
It's 3 teenage Japanese girls singing to metal. Like,
I guess you can't explain it.
Like the most stereotypical Japanese girl singing over metal. But yeah. Sassy's in the studio again today, and she's just got to be on everybody's lap.
Oh yeah. Like, I want to talk. Right here breathing.
Let's go lay down. So
yeah, that didn't work.
No, she's gonna want to be honest.
Oh yeah.
So I like this one you got here, the bands that have performed under different names.
Yeah, this was an interesting article. I had a lot, I started reading it, I was like, oh, this is probably gonna be like bands you never heard of. Nope, turns out it's every band you've heard of.
It's pretty cool.
For example, Arctic Monkeys use the alias The Death Ramps to record and play B-sides with other like-minded musicians. So, if you're an Arctic Monkeys fan, and if you're a huge Arctic Monkeys fan, you probably already knew that. But if you are an Arctic Monkeys fan and didn't know that, your day just got a lot better.
Now you know.
The more you know.
Rainbow. Right. Fall Out Boys performed several secret shows under the name Saved Latin. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. How they I don't know how they came up with that.
I don't know. In promotion of their 8th studio album, Sonic Highways, the Foo Fighters performed under the name The Holy Shits.
This one was my favorite one out of the topic, which is surprising. Green Day has appeared as Foxborough Hot Tubs, and it's absolutely awesome. I'm serious. I really wish they would play like that.
What'd they do?
Well, Billy Joel Armstrong, he's not playing the guitar. He's just doing vocals, and other guys playing guitar.
Yeah.
Basically, it's Green Day plus another guy.
Huh.
But it's if you follow the link, there's a video of it's like the only video on there, and it's them playing a live show, and he's drinking like 24-ounce beers on stage and like pouring them in people's mouths and everything.
Wow.
It's awesome.
When did they how long ago did they do that?
I didn't say, but I wish they would do that more often. Like it wasn't all the political.
Well, yeah,
Green
they
Day.
didn't.
It kind of reminded me of old Green Day.
Yeah, that's what I like.
From like Dookie and yeah,
that was good stuff. Yeah, 20 years ago, Metallica posed as the Lemmys at Lemmy Kilmister's 50th birthday party and covered the entire set of Motorhead songs at the Whiskey A Go Go in Los Angeles. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and the funny thing behind that is that they were all dressed as Lemmy from Motorhead.
But did they drink all the Jack Daniels that Lemmy drank?
Well, I'm sure they had their own supply, but I'm sure they all drink a lot of Jack Daniels.
Isn't that the thing that Lemmy used to drink a fifth of Jack every day?
Yeah, bunch of Dak Daniels.
Hey, who's better, Lemmy or God?
What?
Who's better, Lemmy or God?
Trick question. Lemmy is God.
Good answer.
Passed. Speaking of Motorhead, in the late 70s, Motorhead decided to play under the name Iron Fist in the Hordes from Hell due to a contractual issue.
Nice.
And the thing about that is that later that year, that EP they put out was called Iron Fist, and that's where that came from.
Oh, no. Oh, okay.
So,
nice.
Little fun story behind that. People are going to be like, what?
Little fun fact.
Little FF. But a lot of people probably already knew that.
I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't either.
So, but I'm always the last to know everything.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
Like you texted me the other day.
Yeah.
And said,
Panic at the Disco did that Bohemian Rhapsody cover. I didn't know that.
I was like, how are you just now hearing about this?
Well, I just watched the movie the other night.
Yeah, I still haven't seen it.
And I think I got hit with them targeted ads on my phone. I know I did because I Googled the cast because I didn't realize that.
And it was like bam, 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 bam. You're like, what the? Come on, let me just look what I want to look for.
Well, I didn't realize that Ben Affleck was the Batman.
Affleck.
I didn't realize
Affleck.
Affleck, whatever his name is. I didn't realize that he played Batman in the movie.
Oh yeah.
And so when I saw it, I had to look it. I was like, that's Affleck.
Well, I mean, did you see Batman versus Superman?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
but I didn't know that he also did Batman.
That was actually a surprise. A lot of people didn't know that until they actually saw him.
Yeah, it said it was uncredited, I guess.
Yeah.
So
like they knew Batman was going to be in the movie, but they didn't know he was going to be doing Batman.
Yeah. So then yesterday when I texted you or the day before, it was on my phone. I was on Twitter and I got hit with an ad for Suicide Squad soundtrack and I clicked on it and I bought it.
It was clickbait.
It got me.
It got you good.
It got me. I went to iTunes and I bought it.
Not only did you click on it, but you bought the album too.
I did. Well, I heard it was like a really good album or a good soundtrack.
I'm just checking it. Wow, what? I couldn't even talk. I was like, like a mini stroke or something.
It was all hyped up, I guess, when the movie came out that the soundtrack was really good.
I have to check it out because I don't know. We did the soundtrack things and Guardians of the Galaxy's.
Yeah, it's not this good as it. I mean, there's like dubstep and stuff on it. And I'm not into that.
Well, see, that just kind of kicks it.
But I mainly bought it for that cover because I wanted to hear the whole thing.
Oh, and you had to buy the album?
No, you didn't, but I did.
You're like, I need to buy the album and stop buying the songs.
Yeah, I don't like when I don't have the full album sometimes. But it was a decent cover. I mean,
yeah, they did well.
It's like that's one of those songs you can't ever do as good as Queen did. It's not possible.
Oh, yeah,
I don't care who you are.
No, I don't. Yeah, like you said, I don't care.
I don't even think Queen, if even if they were all still around and they went back into the studio and did it again, it still wouldn't be as good as the original recording.
Right.
Because I mean that's the original. Everybody knows it.
Dude, Freddie Mercury was so good.
Yeah. They did good though. Panic at the Disco actually did good. I was surprised when I saw it said Panic at the Disco. I was like, what?
Well, he actually has like one of the best voices out there.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
With his range and everything. I used to get him and the guy from Fall Out Boy mixed up when they first were both getting really big.
Oh, really?
Because they almost sounded the same.
Oh, I guess I never. Well, I'd have to listen to him again.
Yeah, now that I told you that, you're gonna be like, son of a bitch. Which band is it?
I was never a big Panic at the Disco fan. They had a couple songs that I liked.
Right, from that one album that I can never remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know which one I'm talking about.
Anyways, you got on here 10 movies that'll make you want to start a band.
Mm-hmm.
This is interesting. I feel like there's a movie that we're missing on here, but I can't think of what it is. But you got School of Rock on here first.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Well, this was an article on Alternative Press that I came across. I thought it was interesting, but I thought it'd be fun to share.
I feel like there's another movie that should be on here, but I can't think of what it is.
I was thinking the same, and I couldn't think of it either. I know I've seen it a lot.
I feel like I own a movie.
Another one would be Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yeah, I thought that was an odd choice for...
Well, I mean, the music in it is
yeah,
really cool, and it's based around his band.
Oh, yeah, I guess it is. They go around chasing another band. Yeah.
Baba Oms.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, I guess that's true. They do. It is about his band. Wayne's World. For sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 1 and 2.
Well, yeah. Both.
Which one's the one where they have Wayne Fest? Is that 2?
Is that 2?
I can't remember. I don't remember which one's which. Great movies, though. Now I need to watch them. I don't think I own them either.
Really?
Yeah. Spinal Tap.
Yeah. If you haven't seen that, what are you doing?
Yeah, that is one of the greatest
oh, yeah.
band movies ever.
Oh, yeah. Almost Famous.
I haven't really seen that. I've seen, I think, parts of it.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's what I've always heard. I've just never...
Frank.
I don't know that one.
That one has Michael Fassbender in it.
Okay.
I haven't seen it. I had it on my list to watch, but I just it just seemed too weird to watch.
You know, it should be on here. The Inside Llewyn Davis.
Oh, yes.
Great movie.
Love that movie. It's Coen Brothers, man.
Yeah, that should be on here.
Hasn't made No Country for Old Men and Fargo. I mean, they're not going to steer you wrong.
That was a great movie.
Rockstar. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I think so.
With Marky Mark.
Marky Mark.
And
my boy.
Jennifer Aniston.
Ooh, it's my girl.
Yeah.
Airheads, I think I've seen, but I can't think of...
Great movie.
I know it.
Brendan Fraser, Adam Sandler, Steve Buscemi.
Yes, that's where they go into the
radio station.
The radio station. Yep. I was gonna say, I know I've seen
make
that.
Make them play their demo.
Yeah. Yep. That's a good. I love Adam Sandler. He's one of my favorites. I don't care.
A lot of people are like, "Oh, he's stupid."
People give him crap for his new movies. I still like him. Yeah. I don't care.
I like his comedies, his serious movies like Reign Over Me.
I haven't seen that.
Man, that'll get you right in the feels. It does.
I mean, heck, I watched Click. It wasn't a great movie, but
right, it was good.
I still like watching Adam Sandler.
Oh yeah.
The Blues Brothers.
Classic.
Duh.
Duh.
Right. I mean, how could that not be on a list of anything ever great movies?
This is one I haven't seen called That Thing You Do.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
And
did it say what it's about? Do you know?
I didn't look. It just gave a list, but
I'll have to check it out.
The link to it's right there.
Yeah, I'll have to check some of these out I haven't seen. Back to Green Day here.
Oh yeah.
Billy Joe wants people to put their phones away at concerts. I don't know about.
I'm all for it.
Kind of, and I don't care at the same time. Like, if you want to be on your phone during the concert, then be on your phone during the concert.
Well, I think he was talking about people recording it and not actually watching.
That's annoying. Like, who?
Like I've gone to concerts where I'm like, all right, I'm going to test it out and not.
It doesn't work. Oh, I mean, recording it. It's just it's no point.
Well, I found out that when I actually watch the concert and go there for the concert and not record,
right,
you enjoy it a lot more, and it's something that only you will remember, and you can't share with anyone else. That's what makes it special. But I've also gone to concerts and recorded and gone home, and I'm like, yeah, that was a good concert, but I don't feel like I had that like the specialness to it, like paying attention, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
People like, well, you can rewatch it on your phone. Yeah, but it's not the same. It
sounds like crap. You can't usually all the lights wash your camera out. It's blowing your microphone out because it's so loud.
Yeah,
I mean,
and people are like, well, I only record a couple songs. Yeah, but if it's the songs you like and you go there to see the songs live, you're not going to get that experience. All you're going to remember is you recording the song.
If you can get like a good picture here or there, go for it. But yeah, sitting there recording them, watching the concert through your phone.
Yeah.
Why are you there?
Yeah.
Just watch it on YouTube of some jackass that uploads it later on.
I've done it, and I'm to the point where like, yeah, I mean,
yeah, that August Burns Red concert, I didn't even take a picture.
Yeah, I did. I recorded a couple. Like, I didn't record the whole song, like 30 seconds or 45 seconds. But yeah, I'm to the point where I agree. Put your phone away. Watch the concert. You paid to go to that concert. And concerts aren't cheap. They're getting expensive.
Yeah.
Depending on the artist. Like Green Day. I'm sure those tickets were expensive.
Oh, yeah. I can't imagine they do a cheap concert ever anymore.
No. Yeah, I mean, because they're going to stadiums.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I get that the artist doesn't want you to have your phone out, but at the same time, if you want to ruin your own experience by having your phone out, then do it, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't think they like having crappy recordings of them on YouTube. I think that's one thing.
That too, because everybody always uploads them to YouTube.
Yeah, like what? Who's gonna watch this?
And it just sounds like. And somebody's like having a seizure holding their phone. It's like, why'd you even upload that?
Who's gonna watch it?
Exactly. This video has 8 million views, but the likeness of the video is at 5%.
You're never going to watch it again. You're going to record it on your phone. You're going to look at it and it's going to suck. And you're never going to look at it again.
Exactly.
Just listen to the show.
But you're going to keep it on your phone and be like, in case you want to listen to it. But
then you're like, I can't even tell what song this is.
Yeah, don't lie to yourself. You're never going to watch it. I never watched them when I recorded them.
Yeah.
And it just wastes space on your phone. Pay attention to the concert. That's what you're there for.
Right.
You want to get beers, like 23-ounce beers, and pay $15? Go ahead. I'd do it.
Yeah, I did that when I went to the Goo Goo Dolls concert.
$9 beer night.
Yeah, they got me on that one. They got me good.
Well, see, they're only selling like 23-ounce cans, so you got to pay $12 to $13 to get it.
I don't remember what I paid at that one. I think they were 9 or 10 for the big cans. But
if you want to get drunk and watch a concert, do it.
Hell yeah.
A blast.
Yeah, brother.
Pour beer all over your face.
I had to get drunk at that Goo Goo Dolls concert to deal with the people next to us.
Well, I can't justify spending $5 on a bottle of water. If I'm going to spend,
I know.
If I'm going to spend that kind of money for a beverage, I'm getting a beer.
That's the real ripoff, the water.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Can I get a bottle of water? All right, that'll be $6.50. $6.50.
Or you can go drink out of the porta pot.
Yeah, you go drink out of the back of the toilet. That's clean water, right?
Sure.
I dropped my wallet. Why was your wallet in the back of the toilet or anywhere near it? I don't know. I'm drunk.
That's the only thing. That's one thing. Like, why do they charge so much for beer and stuff at concerts? Like,
all right, well, if you own that venue,
I guess that's how they make their money. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you know damn well.
They probably don't make.
They
probably don't make much off ticket sales.
You're going to charge like triple. Like that when you go to baseball games too.
Yeah.
Or any sporting event.
Sporting events is different because the ticket you're paying for pays for the team that you're there to see, which is also their stadium.
Right.
So they're getting all the money. Like concerts, though, the band's got to get paid.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that the food and stuff's more expensive to pay for the venue.
Right.
Sassy's not cooperating today.
She's so vocal today.
No. No. Go lay down. Hey, you gotta have a studio dog.
Oh yeah, she's like circling me, like pat me.
She's doing a weird thing with her tongue too.
Yeah, she's like.
Oh wow.
That got out of hand fast.
She's silly.
Yeah,
she's a silly little dog.
What do you want, Sassy?
If I don't let her be in the room though, she'll sit at the door and whine and pound on it and everything else, and she'll get all pissed off.
Well, I mean, last week she was good. She just slept on the bed.
She won't sleep on the bed tonight.
Yeah, maybe she doesn't like that comforter.
I don't know. She loves beds,
which would be ironic because it's called a comforter, and you're supposed to make it feel comfy,
right? So I think we should let's take a quick break.
Okay,
and then we'll come back with the rest of our topics.
Alrighty.
So I got to thinking about different genres of music, and there are some really weird ones out there.
Oh yeah.
So I looked
up.
You
enlightened me earlier to where like it just really opened it up.
It got weird. It got weird. So I was looking.
It's about to get weird again.
I did some Googling and found some of the weirdest ones out there. I was showing Matt earlier. This one here, it starts with Nintendo Core. It is pretty much like metalcore, but with Nintendo, like the classic Nintendo.
So it's like
music,
like
8-bit.
Metalcore with like 8-bit.
Yeah,
that's weird. How could it be both and not just one?
Well, I don't know. The video doesn't work for us to listen to it, or we would have heard. But
maybe that was the plan. Maybe you got to blow on it.
Could be.
Yeah, it still doesn't work.
Still doesn't work.
Man, that's like spot on with the Nintendo.
Let's see here. The next one, Chap Hop.
Chap Hop.
Chap Hop.
Oh, Chap Hop.
It's like from what I understand, it's like a proper British gentleman doing ghetto rap.
That's got to be hilarious.
It's a little weird. Lowercase was probably one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, that just lowercase doesn't make any sense.
I don't know why they call it lowercase for one, but it's pretty much people taking just like noises of things. Like it's just there's no music in it. Don't let them confuse you. It's not music. It's like they'll take like the sound of like crinkling paper or like other weird things like that and play that.
Like people putting their hat on and taking it off, and
this says it's pretty much silence interrupted now and again by whispers and micro sounds. If that makes any sense to anybody.
Microaggressions?
I feel it.
I really don't appreciate your microaggressions right now,
bro. Scottish pirate metal was pretty sick.
Yeah. Like it started off
it was fun
really
at first.
Good, and then like all of a sudden it just kicks in with a violin, Like sailing across the sea with my mateys.
Yeah, it was fun for like the first like minute, and then it was just kind of like, okay,
Yeah, it's like I'm over it.
Yeah. Clown step. I don't even know what. I don't know what makes the different genres of dubstep.
I'm just gonna go ahead and guess that's traumatizing.
Yes, probably. I don't. It says it turned out. It started as like somebody making fun of somebody's dubstep and called it clown step, and then it became a thing.
So is it just? I get it. You know what clown step is?
Huh.
It's ICP for children.
ICP is for children.
No, it's like they're kids.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Clown step.
on black metal.
Unblack metal
is the opposite of black metal.
Hmm.
It's Christian black metal. I don't know why they call it on black metal.
Oh, it's on black metal or
UN on black metal. It's not. I don't know.
Unblack metal.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Well,
I don't understand. I don't understand that. I thought that was just Christian rock or Christian metal. It would be the same thing. The splitter core.
Oh God,
was just terrible.
Well, the video we watched, what was 600 beats per minute?
Yeah. It says there's ones with 1,000 beats per minute. If you don't know what that means, a normal song is in between 100 or 120 and 150 beats per minute.
Right. And like I said, why would they post a link to the 600? Just go big, you know?
Yeah, go big or go home.
Let me get the 1,000.
It's just terrible.
Split my mind. Or
I don't understand it. Mongolian throat singing rap was pretty special.
That was not worse than Nickelback.
It's pretty much the guy sounded like one of those didgeridoo things at the beginning, but like just using his mouth.
Yeah,
pretty impressive, really.
Hey, everybody's good at something, I guess.
Danger music. Danger music was something else.
Is it what child molesters listen to?
I hope not.
Danger music. Stranger danger.
It was really crappy music for one. It was just noise and loud noise. And then they were throwing things at each other.
Yeah, the guy in the video was wearing knee pads, so things were getting serious.
This says like audiences attending danger music shows are made to sign a waiver to prevent the band or venue being sued when they're doing things like driving bulldozers through the stage. Like what?
What kind of stages are they performing on that can hold a bulldozer?
No, I think they drove it through the stage.
Oh, like just
like they
destroyed the stage.
Yeah.
Well, that's just inconvenient. It makes a bunch of work for everyone else that didn't want to be there.
I know. I hope they're the last band on the stage. I mean, come on. And here it is again. Baby metal.
Oh yeah.
It's different.
Friend of the show, friend of the podcast, Cody.
Yeah.
Loves some baby metal.
Really?
Oh yeah.
It's different. It's 15-year-old schoolgirls singing over metal.
It's kind of awesome.
It's neat. Like it's really well done.
Ah, cool. Neat.
But it's just,
yeah,
weird Japanese girls.
Yeah, I mean, it's super popular in Japan. Go figure.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's not a surprise there. The music's really good behind it.
Yeah, it's just different. Like, I don't know. It's its own thing, that's for sure.
Oh yeah,
it's better than all these other genres that they listed on here.
It's its own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of weird ones out there.
Well, I mean, you got the comedy genres too, like Tenacious D and Lonely Island, and
yeah, but that all falls under comedy,
right?
Bro step, variation of dubstep that some view as Americanized dubstep. They call it bro step. Cat step.
What does it say that one is?
Particularly aggressive filth step, which I don't know what filth step is. So tell you, I don't know.
This is getting deep.
The dubstep genres are just ridiculous. Crust punk. There's crust punk. Crust punk has fast, dirty sound influenced by anarcho punk, hardcore punk, and extreme metal.
Extreme metal?
Yeah. I don't know who. I want to know who comes up with these things.
Extreme death black metal.
Like some band gets together and they're like, we're now an ecto folk band. What?
Ecto folk.
Fallen Angel is a dark, often orchestral form of metal that features female vocals.
What?
I don't know. I think like these bands just like...
I think people are just getting bored.
Yeah, like they don't want to be known as something else. So they give their own thing. There's lowercase again.
It's on the list twice.
I know. It's a serious thing. This is on Spotify. This is Spotify's thing.
So just in case you guys thought we were making stuff up, no, this is serious.
Yeah, this one's on Spotify. The other one was just some other website, but this
I wish we were that smart to make this stuff up.
Micro house is a blend of house music and minimal techno.
You like that micro house music, y'all?
Yeah.
But they have to whisper it. Do you like
Yeah. Ninja music. Ninja music.
Was it just like tiptoeing sounds?
Either comes from or sounds like it could have come from the Ninja Tune label, known for pioneering and championing its own brand of underground electronic dance music since 1990.
Since 1990?
Yeah.
This has been going on longer than we thought.
Shiver pop, a descriptive name for a subtly distinct cluster of indie pop, which needed a name.
So when you said shiver pop, all I could think about was
I figured they're up there shimmying, shivering.
I figured they were out like performing in the Arctic Circle and playing pop music, but they were so cold they were shivering.
I hope so. Squee. SKWEE.
What do they record? The sounds of squeegees on Windows?
The idea with Squee, aka Squee, is just the same thing, which is a 30 instead of 2 E's, by the way. The music is to squeeze the best sound out of vintage synthesizers.
Squeeze.
Stomp and flutter, like stomp and holler, but with airy fluttering instead of earthly hollering. What? Stop and whittle.
Stop and will?
Stop and whittle.
Stop.
Like stomp and flutter, but with a more traditionalist bent.
Stop and whittle. Hold on. We're running from the law. We'll run through this door. It's locked. Well, we got to whittle. Got to whittle a key.
Vaporwave, which has nothing to do with Vape Nation.
Vape Nation.
Vape Nation.
Hashtag Vape Nation.
Vaporwave consists of samples of corporate Muzak and TV commercials.
Muzak?
Yeah, that's I think I've seen that before. It's like, I don't know. It's like the music you hear playing in like buildings.
Oh.
And TV commercials
music.
TV commercials from the 80s and 90s. The samples used in Vaporwave are often altered in pitch or tempo and manipulated with compression or reverb. Vegan straight edge. That's the one that I want. Oh my god. That was the one that I wanted to tell you about.
Vegan straight edge.
Vegan,
like, seriously?
It's not good enough to be straight edge. You got to be vegan straight edge. Vegan straight edge is hardcore punk that imposes a vegan and drug-free lifestyle.
So
yeah.
It's a bunch of 12-year-olds.
Yes. Yeah.
Straight edge.
Vegan straight edge is
the straight edge people would be vegan.
That was my favorite one.
God, how can you not just drink a beer? Like, seriously.
I've had 2 already. I got 2 more staged.
Yeah, me too.
So all this genre talk started from a little thing you wanted to do this week about finding our favorite albums in multiple different genres.
Yes, basically like your top 5 albums that you listen to, that you find that you listen to the most, like in metal or in hip hop and rap or so on.
Yeah. So let's start with we put it out on Twitter and Facebook and kind of looked for some people to give us what their favorite albums are.
Yeah, and surprisingly, we got a lot of feedback.
Do you want to start with our Facebook ones? Do you have those?
Yeah, I've Billy, friend of the podcast. He was on a few episodes ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of just put out there, what's your favorite albums? I didn't specifically say top 5 because
right,
that'd be a little too much. But he kind of just spitballed and gave 4 of them. And Across the Wire by Counting Crows, Where the Light Is by John Mayer, the Unplugged album of Alice in Chains,
yeah,
and Thrice Live at the House of Blues.
Nice.
Which, yeah, they're all great albums.
Solid choices.
Oh, yeah. Counting Crows, John Mayer, Alice in Chains, and Thrice.
Can't go wrong there.
Yeah. Also, Cody.
Yeah, he was on our
friend of the podcast.
Second
Code Blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. He threw a few out there. He said Abbey Road by the Beatles.
Yep.
Blackwater Park by Opeth.
Nice.
Colors by Between the Buried and Me.
Very nice.
Crack the Sky by Mastodon. And he said, just to mix it up, Worlds by Porter Robinson.
Cool.
Which I forgot to look that one up because I have never heard of him.
I have not either. But leave it to Cody to give me something.
Yeah. Cody's always good about that. If you need new music to listen to.
Oh, I know. I saw
he'll give you some.
He put something on Facebook the other day about stuff that he listened to, and it was just all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So
just bam, 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 bam. Like, holy cow.
So I threw it out on Twitter to get some, and we got a lot of responses. I'm not going to read every album that was given to us because there was quite a few.
Oh, yeah.
But I picked 1 or 2 from each person. I think I got everybody. I might miss somebody here, but I got Hello Nasty by the Beastie Boys from the Rollist podcast. Great album.
Oh, yeah. If you're not familiar with that album, you probably will be right now when I say which song is on that album, and it's Intergalactic.
Nice.
Then you'll be like, oh, gotta have it.
I got Abbey Road by the Beatles and Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses from The Drunken Dork.
Nice.
Got Fear Factory Archetypes. I can't say that right. Archetypes. I think is that place. I don't know if that's how I say it.
Sure.
I haven't heard that. I'll have to look some of these up that I haven't listened to.
Right.
That's from Kyle Andrews. I got White Zombie, Astro Creep 2000, and Nirvana MTV Unplugged from FYFC Studios. I got Blink 182, Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. I mean, yeah, come on.
Right. Who was that one from?
That was from the Joseph Gleason, and he also gave us Neck Deep, Life's Not Out to Get You. Van Halen 2 and Pet Sounds from David from the Unwritable Rant podcast. And then I haven't heard of this one, Mr. Bungle by Mr. Bungle. And then Leprosy by Biohazard from the Naked Porch podcast.
Right.
So I had some of those I need to check out. And if you guys haven't heard of all these, check them out. See what they're all about. They took the time to shout them out to us, so they must be good.
Yeah, and like you said, thanks for
all the input.
Yeah.
It's always nice to hear from everybody. So if you don't have us on Twitter, we are All AM Podcast. So get on there, talk to us. Every so often we get on there and actually talk to people.
Well, I look at it every day.
I look at it, and I'm terrible about posting things. I don't know.
Yeah, it's sometimes Twitter can be a little overwhelming, but
yeah.
Got all the shortcuts and everything, but
we need to start talking to people more on there because we're getting good, getting good answers.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love talking to people. I mean, even if it's you don't want to talk about music, you want to talk about movies or something. Not movies, you want to talk about anything.
Porn.
Well,
no, all right.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure, if you want to talk about that, but it's gonna take things into a weirder perspective. But
hey, sometimes you got to get weird.
Hey, I mean, it is a weekend. That's the best time to get weird.
That's true. So where do you want to start on our favorite albums?
Start with metal.
Okay, yeah, we both did metal.
Yeah.
So I'd have to say my first one on the list.
Well, you start from.
These aren't really in an order for me.
Oh, I put mine in order.
Yeah, I just put them as I saw them in my iTunes.
Oh,
and then decided. So it's hard for me to pick an order for these, actually. So I'm gonna start. I'll start with "Toxicity" by System of a Down.
Okay.
Came out in 2001.
Weird how we were just talking about that last week too.
Yeah, it's a great. Yeah. I mean, it's one of my favorites.
The album was so good, I never needed to listen to System of a Down again.
I don't know if that's how that works, or
it seems backwards, but
that doesn't make sense. But okay, I do say it's probably the best thing they've ever done. I don't know, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, probably their best album.
It's just every song on that album. I know every song.
Yeah,
I haven't listened to it in a while though. I'm gonna have to whip it out. What's your first metal one?
For me, it'd be number 5. For me is Born of Osiris. The album Tomorrow We Die Alive.
I almost put them on here.
Yeah, they're good. Their earlier stuff has Jason Richardson in it, and that guy is, oh my god, probably one of the best guitarists I've ever seen.
Nice. Yeah, I almost put them on my list. Then
yeah, that album came out in 2013.
Toxicity kicked them off. It was between Born of Osiris and System of a Down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
System of a Down made the cut.
It did. I've been listening to that longer, and I know it a little bit better. My next one, I would say, would be... Let's go with Crescendo of Sirens by Kingston Falls. 2006.
Oh, man.
I love that album.
Oh, yeah.
They never really got real big, I don't think.
We used to watch them live a lot.
Yeah. They're from here in Indiana, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're from up
north, maybe.
Yeah, northern Indiana.
I always liked them. I always liked that CD a lot.
Oh, yeah, it's classic.
So.
Mine would be number 4, would be The Contortionist.
Nice.
The album Intrinsic came out in 2012.
Nice.
And The Contortionist is an Indianapolis, Indiana-based band.
Yeah.
If you haven't heard of them, check them out. They are a lot of talent. Holy crap.
Nice. None of mine broke the 2010s.
Really?
None of my favorites.
Stuck in a decade, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. My next one would be Doom by Job for a Cowboy. I forgot to write down the year for that one, but it was early 2000s.
This pottery is cardboard.
That's a great one.
Oh, yeah. Even the parody's great.
Yeah.
Number 3 on mine for metal would be Animals as Leaders. The album Weightless came out in 2011.
Nice.
Another great guitarist in that band. They're so good, they don't even need a vocalist.
Yeah. We saw them with Thrice, didn't we?
Yeah, and if Thrice wasn't headlining that tour, they would have stolen the show.
Yeah, for sure.
That was the first time I had heard of them, but that was the first time I had listened to them. And it's mind-blowing.
Nice.
Yeah.
This next one on my list is more of a nostalgia factor. I mean, they're not bad, but they're not your typical like metal, I guess. Is Dear Love, A Beautiful Discord by Devil Wears Prada. I just had so much
fun. We used to get down to that album.
I used to have so much fun to this CD all the time. That came out.
We had it choreographed and everything.
Oh, yeah. It was just fun. I know every song on it. So that made the list.
Oh, man. I'm having so many memories flooded right now. Number 2 for me would be August Burns Red, Messengers.
Nice.
Came out in 2007. Going to that show in Chicago.
Yeah. My number 1, this would be my number 1, I would say, would be Alaska by Between the Buried and Me. Came out in 2005. Amazing album.
Yeah. I think besides Selkies on that album, my favorite song from that album is Backwards Marathon.
Yes. Seeing that live.
Oh, yeah.
That was amazing. He hit that.
Oh, yeah. That little high note he does.
Yeah, if you don't know the song, he goes from like a real low, like scream type thing. I guess I don't remember exactly how he does it now, but then he hits this freaking high note. Like, right? I mean, his range on that was awesome, and he hit it live, like perfect.
He's like that all the time live.
Yeah,
that's insane.
It was crazy.
Number one for me on my metal list is also Between the Buried and Me, and it's their album that came out 2 years later called Colors.
Nice. Yeah, that one's really good too.
Yeah, that album's amazing.
A lot of this didn't go off of sheer talent. It was just more nostalgia factor for the album.
Right.
Which that's what makes it a favorite. It doesn't have to be the most talented. It doesn't have to be their best performance.
And they like all of Between the Buried and Me, their albums are so good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, those are all good.
Like you're in for a treat when you listen to them. So next genre, what do you got for your next genre?
I've got alternative and I have rap.
Okay, I have alternative.
You want to do alternative?
Yeah,
together?
We'll do alternative. We'll do the alternative.
No.
You want me to start this one off? Or?
Sure, go for it.
Number 5 for me, I have brand new album called The Devil and God Are Raging Inside Me.
Nice.
It came out in 2006. Solid album.
This was a hard list to make for me.
Yeah. The metal was easy, but when I got outside of metal and went to alternative and rock, it got a little harder.
Yeah. I didn't even put brand new on this list, but it was so hard. My number 5, I would actually go with Hybrid Theory by Linkin Park.
Ooh.
I used to kick it to that CD in middle school every day. I had one of those cheap little, or no, I think I had it on CD first.
Oh yeah, and you got the little Walkman.
I had the Walkman on the.
With the anti-skip, so it doesn't skip.
Hell yeah!
Oh yeah,
because my bus ride was like an hour long every day.
Yep.
And this is one of my go-tos.
Yeah, our bus rides were long.
Yeah.
Did we have the same bus?
I think so.
Because I lived in Dayton and you lived just outside of Dayton.
I'm pretty sure we did, for the most part.
Mrs. Scott?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Same bus.
Oh yeah. I didn't like her.
No. I didn't like the bus.
Yeah. But yeah, I had that CD. That was like one of my main CDs that I listened to on the bus, like every day.
CDs back then were like, that was the thing.
Somebody made me I think I had a burned copy of that. Somebody made me. I don't even think that was the actual
really
CD.
I still have the actual copy of it.
I don't remember. I'd have to look what I got on that.
Yeah, I think we all used to be like super into Linkin Park.
Yeah.
We're like, oh man, he's got like red tips in his hair. That's awesome.
You can't tell me that's not a good album.
Oh, it's amazing.
You know what I mean? Like the rest of their stuff, I don't care. That album, that was a big deal.
But the early 2000s attire was not great. Not great at all.
Hey man, I had yellow
Jinko and
I had glasses that were tinted yellow.
What?
My prescription.
I don't remember that.
My prescription glasses in middle school.
So it looked like you're wearing safety glasses all the time.
They were like square black rim glasses, but they weren't big, and they were tinted yellow.
Why?
Because I could.
Safety first, right?
I don't know why. Don't ask me why I did it.
All right, yeah.
I was in middle school, and I thought I was cool.
Dude, middle school times were rough. That's when Smash Mouth came out.
I listened to Smash Mouth all the time.
They're playing it on the radio now, and I'm just like, ugh. Stop.
Ugh.
Like my favorite radio station, because they're starting to play stuff from the 90s and early 2000s, and I'm like, oh my God. Stop.
What's your number 4?
Number 4 would be Muse. Their album, The Second Law, came out in 2012.
Nice.
It has that song Madness on there, you know, the mad.
Very nice.
Mad.
My next, I'd have to go with Americana by Offspring. That's one of my all-time favorites.
That was the second album I've ever bought.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Oh, yeah. Was it second or first?
I don't know.
It was either second or first. We were talking about it in the first episode.
I think it might have been your first, if you remember.
Oh, yeah, because then Kid Rock was second.
Kid Rock. Oh, man.
What's your next one?
I just you gotta do your next one.
Oh yeah, that's right. Number 3 for alternative for me would be City and Color.
Nice.
The album Little Hell came out in 2011.
Nice. Very nice. You're going newer with all your stuff.
Some of it. Well, just wait until we get to my number one alternative.
All right. Let's see. Where am I? I'm gonna go with Sum 41. All killer, no filler.
Nice. I miss Sum 41.
Oh yeah. That was one of them one of them CDs that I just listened to.
Their second album that they did, I can't remember what it was called. It had like Still Waiting on there.
Does This Look Infected?
Yeah, that one.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, but it can't, like, a lot of them you could buy. It came with a DVD.
Oh, really?
I think it was like the special edition.
Nice.
And back then, that was a big deal. You get a DVD with your CD.
That was a huge deal. Yeah. I have a Linkin Park DVD combo thing somewhere.
But it came with a DVD, and it was like a bunch of pretty much a day in the life of Sum 41.
Yeah.
And they played a show, but they got the crowd to chant their name, but not like Sum 41. They got them to chant Sum 41. Sum 41.
Dude, I loved that stuff. That was fun.
That was fun music.
The skater punk.
That was your number two, basically?
That would have been I have two left, so that's my number three.
Okay.
You'd be your number two.
So my number two would be Dustin Kinsrew.
Yeah.
His solo album, his first solo album, Please Come Home, came out in 2007.
Nice. Good choice. I almost put that on here.
Oh, yeah.
But
I think I physically bought that CD 3 times because people would borrow it and then I would never get it back. Kind of like I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell. I bought that book like 6 times.
Oh.
And I still don't own a copy.
I don't have it. I can tell you that.
God, that book was so good. It was so good, people would not give it back.
I bought the digital copies of them that I read. Those are good movies. Those are good books.
Oh, God. So funny.
I went Dustin, but I went Thrice, Artist in the Ambulance.
Ooh. There you go.
Yep.
This is going to confuse people because a lot of their albums were classified under different genres.
I consider that alternative because they had like the one metal song, Paper Tigers, was kind of metal.
Yeah.
But the rest of them, I would say, was more alternative, hard rock alternative.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't quite fit, but I kind of thought maybe it did.
Like, you have like the major genres, and then there's like so many subgenres of that genre.
I don't know where else to put that album besides alternative because it's not metal, really. I mean, it's heavier, but it's not like it doesn't fit with My Job for a Cowboy.
Oh, God, no.
You know what I mean?
That's like Black and White. It's just like,
it doesn't really fit with BT Bam or anything. So
like the yin yang, you know?
Because my metal was a little bit heavier that I put on here.
Right.
So I put it in alternative. I had to put it on a list. It's one of my favorite albums, so I put it on alternative.
Nice. So,
what's your number one?
Oh, you're going to enjoy this one.
Yeah.
Number one is Taking Back Sunday, Tell All Your Friends.
That's my number one.
Is it?
Yes. Right there. Tell all your friends, Taking
Holy
Back
crap.
Sunday.
Yeah.
I had a feeling we were going to have that
Oh,
one.
yeah. I knew you were going to put it on somewhere.
Yep. That's probably one of my number one albums of all time. Like,
came out in 2002.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Oh, man. That album is so good.
Yep. I knew we'd both have that one on there.
And, you know, if you guys haven't listened to any of these people or any of these bands or haven't like listened to these bands but haven't heard these albums, you got especially Tell All Your Friends.
If you haven't figured out yet, we're into metal, alternative, pop, punk, things like that. I don't know if you figured that out by now.
Well, we listen to other things, but we don't talk about it as much. Like, I listen to a lot of classical music, but
yeah, if people haven't figured out what the kind of music we're into.
Right. Or you're really confused as to how do we listen to all this stuff and not just... That's why we do. That's why we talk about music.
Well, yeah, because we're about to get into my rap.
Yes. So here's where things are gonna... here's a fork in the road that's gonna cause everything to go different directions. You're gonna do rap, and I'm gonna do rock.
All right. Well, you want me to start?
Yeah.
My rap... I didn't have as much on my iTunes as I thought I did, but what I had, I'd say, are probably my top albums. I'll start with the Carter 3 by Lil Wayne.
Nice.
Came out in 2008. Still haven't broke 2000. Oh, I did break 2010 on one.
Oh, no way.
But But yeah, the Carter 3 by Lil Wayne, 2008. That's a great classic.
Right.
That thing's great. Everybody knows it's got a Millie on it. And
Millie.
It's got a lot of his big hits when he,
Right.
So, great album.
Getting into rock, number 5. A lot of people wouldn't consider this band rock, but I didn't know where else to put it because it wasn't metal and it wasn't alternative. So, Seosin, their first EP, Translating the Name, came out in 2003.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I still listen to it to this day.
Nice. I'd have to say my next rap one, I'm going to say it. It's Graduation by Kanye. Came out in 2010.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good album.
Yeah. It doesn't matter who it is. That album is solid.
Yeah, it is.
That album is so good.
The only Kanye music I own.
Right.
But I really liked that album when it came out.
Oh, yeah. Back to rock, number 4. For me, this is really going to throw you off and everyone else. The Very Best of Daryl Hall and John Oates. 1990.
Is that rock?
Sure.
Or is it like folk?
That's not folk.
Not folk,
That's
but
far from folk.
Yeah, it's not folk. I guess it's rock.
Yeah, 1990.
That was 1990?
Yeah.
Oh, the very best of.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was stuff before that.
He's a man eater.
Whoa, here she comes.
I have that on vinyl.
I know.
You jealous?
Yes.
I didn't realize what was on that vinyl until
But dude, Hall & Oates.
Yeah.
It's Hall & Oates.
It hasn't been it was my dad's vinyl, and he gave me all of his old vinyls, and you could tell he never played that one.
He missed out.
The case.
It looked brand new.
It looked brand new.
Yeah, he missed out.
But like the Boston record that he's got that he gave me looked like it's been through hell and back.
Oh yeah, it's Boston.
But it's amazing. It's the best Boston album ever.
Duh.
It's the one with More Than a Feeling on it. I can't think of the name.
It has like the spaceship on the cover and all that. Oh yeah,
greatest album ever. I'll never get rid of that thing.
Nope. How could you?
But anyways, my next rap one. I don't know what order to put these in, so I'm just gonna go with the Black Album by Jay-Z.
Nice.
2003.
Over. It's your boy.
That's what really, that album got me into rap, I think.
Really?
Quite a bit. That and one of the other ones on this list. I'm a big fan. I'm pretty big fan of Jay-Z. Not as much as I used to be, I guess, but
right.
He was always one of my favorites.
Illuminati, man.
Yeah. Let's see. He's in the Illuminati. I can't really.
Can you trust him?
I don't think so.
Can you trust anyone in the Illuminati?
No.
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 Yeah, just no.
We might do a show to do with why people think Jay-Z's in the Illuminati.
There we go.
We might have to get into that. We keep mentioning it.
Oh, see, we didn't do a conspircy this week.
We didn't.
We got to do 2 next week.
It's hard to get a good. I gotta sit down and actually.
Right, you gotta get into it.
Yeah, it's tough.
You gotta just zone everything else out and get into it.
Yeah, it's tough to do. You really gotta look into it.
Babe, you want anything to eat?
No.
Go away.
There's fluoride in it. Chemtrails.
Aliens. So was that your number 2? Or was that your number 3?
That'd be my 3.
Okay. Number 2 for me in rock would be Finch, What It Is to Burn.
Nice.
2002.
Nice. Very nice. I haven't listened to a lot of Finch, but they're good.
And the reason why I put that as number 2 is because I used to know how to play that entire album because one of the bands I used to be in, that's all we did was cover songs. It was basically a Finch and Senses Failed cover band.
Oh, that's neat. I'm gonna go on the next one. I'm gonna go with God Loves Ugly by Atmosphere.
Nice.
Came out in 2002. I love that album. It's great.
Great. Great.
He's not as big as all these other ones, but
he was big for a while, and then he just like dwindled out. He still performs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I really like that CD though. It's a good one.
Right. So this is where it's going to throw you off with the Thrice. Thrice is number 1.
Yeah.
But their album, The Issue,
Okay.
that came out in 2005. That's not metal.
That is more of a rock.
Yeah. Great album.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a good one.
Don't get me wrong. I love me Thrice. My favorite band. But that's probably my favorite album from them, The Issue.
Nice. That's a good one.
It has the perfect balance.
I'd have to say
Artist has Red Sky. I mean,
yeah, I'd have to say Artist in the Ambulance is still my favorite, but that's real close, really close. Just because Artist in the Ambulance I knew first, I guess.
Right.
So I don't know. That makes me like it more. But
I know that before that had like Deadbolt and Wake and Avenge the Dead.
Yeah, I never got real big into that one. I know like Deadbolt and Wake and Avenge the Dead I know really well, but the other songs I don't really know on that album.
Oh man, that album is...
It's good, but I don't know it as well. I don't. Right. Artist in the Ambulance, I know every song. I know all the words in all those songs.
Yeah. Gets you pumped, start punching holes in the wall.
VSU, I know most of it pretty well, but not as good as Artist.
Yeah, and that album was basically written after a book that the entire band read.
Really?
From what I found online.
I didn't know that.
I tried finding the book online, and can't find it anywhere. I was like, I want to read a book that inspired an entire band to write a whole album about it.
Right. But you don't know what book it is?
Yeah.
They don't ever say. Mm-mm. That's dumb. You should write a letter.
Yeah, be like, what did you read?
My number 1 rap album on here.
Go.
Eminem Show by Eminem.
There you go.
2002. Great album.
Eminem.
I know. It's one of the best he did, and it's awesome because he's got all that hate for getting all the flack from like the government.
Right.
Because isn't he the one that made them? Is he the one that made them start putting the explicit labels on CDs?
That's the rumor.
It's around that time, like because Congress was all up his butt about about his music and everything else, and I was listening to it yesterday. After I made this list, I was like, I gotta listen to this. So I was listening to that album, and he like multiple songs. He's giving crap to the government about it.
Yeah, and he's also like talking about killing his ex-wife and crap.
Oh, he's crazy.
Yeah, you don't piss Eminem off.
Yeah, but it's just a solid album, though.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it was produced by Dre.
Can't go wrong there.
No, that's a great album.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I think next week we're gonna have 3 more.
Yeah, we'll get some more put together.
Next week it's gonna get weird because we're gonna get into a little country.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time with the country one.
We're gonna get into country. I think we're gonna do punk, right?
I'm gonna have a hard time with like.
Yeah, punk's can be a little difficult.
What are we doing for punk? Are we doing like
not pop punk?
See, I don't know. I'm not gonna be very good at that.
It's gonna be difficult.
I don't really have.
I used to listen to a lot of punk.
I might have to go to songs.
Okay.
I don't know some of this stuff like country. There's songs that I like, but not full albums. Right. So I might have to change mine up a little bit and just do songs.
And next week I'll do my top 5 rap / hip hop.
Nice.
Hip to the hop.
Hippity hop.
But if you want to get a hold of us,
yeah,
you can find us on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
All Around Music.
Yep.
Find us on Twitter at
at All AM Podcast.
Send us an email.
AAM Podcast @gmail.com.
There you go. Find us on iTunes and Google Play, Stitcher.
Yep.
Libsyn.
Yep. We're on all kinds of stuff. If we're not on a podcast app that you have, let us know and we'll find out how to get on it. But we should be on all of them. From what I know, I think we are. I don't know.
Right. And also by the time you're listening to this, people here in America or wherever, happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, I was going to say something about that.
I am going to eat a lot of turkey and get drunk.
Good plan. Solid choice.
And then hate my life at work the next day. From the hangover.
Yeah. Yeah.
But good episode this week. Glad we got to discuss our favorite music.
Yeah, we
got to hear everybody else's favorite music.
Mm-hmm. Good time.
It is.
Thanks for tuning in.
For listening.